Hi, I'm Tabassum Amina. I am assistant professor at BRAC Institute of Education and Development of BRAC University. Along with that, I lead the mental health work we do in different parts of Bangladesh. So I came to the Wellbeing Summit in Dhaka because as part of the strategic partners of the summit, we here established a play lab so that people who would bring their children in so the kids could play in that space. Along with that, we were holding two workshops, one focused on social emotional learning, another focused on parenting. So as my team is here working on these things, along with that, volunteering different work at the summit. So I'm here as part of that. So to me, well-being is, staying happy, staying grounded, but at the same time, being able to have the positive attitude towards life and be able to progress in life as per my own wish, right? I feel that being, part of well-being is not just me and myself, but also the community that I'm part of, my family, and extended family as well. And if I stay well, I can keep them well too. So to me, well-being is not an individual thing. To me, it's a broader aspect because even though we should start with the person and individual being well, how I'll stay well actually a lot will depend on how others are doing. So if I can keep others well, that's going to help me stay well. But also, if I stay well, I'll be able to keep others well. And along with that, what happens is when I'm keeping others well, the community that we're part of, the culture that we come from, that has a very strong influence in the way we think, the way we act, the way we feel. And if we can take those aspects in, and if we practice those cultural contextualized ideas and values and practices and see how those facts actually help with my well-being, then I think I can stay better, be happier, and keep the people around me happier. I really work in the sector of community-based mental health care. So what we believe is we believe in co-creating and contextualizing knowledge, and we believe that knowledge that exists within a community is actually the strength of building that community's mental health support system. So from there, I think it's very critical and important because here a lot of the practices that are being held up or put forth and shown is actually contextualized. We're talking about art therapy. Today in the morning, we had music being played that is very much from our cultural music, using the instruments from our culture. It's International Women's Day. So, and focus of a lot of our discussion when we talk about Women's Day on women's education, women's equity and issues like that. But we don't talk about women's well-being. And when we don't do that, it's really important that we bring the woman's well-being to the focus because when a woman stays well, when her well-being is focused on, she actually keeps others in her family well. And when families come together and multiple families are staying well, the community is going to be a better place to live in. So we need to bring wellness to the center of focus when we talk about any discussion that's focusing on women's development and society's development as a whole. So the summit itself, because it is focused on women on International Women's Day, I think it's a very core person to focus on. And for society to develop, women has to be brought to the center of discussions. And well-being of women is definitely a core factor that's going to take a society forward and bring change in a society that we'll be able to see. Because when we all collectively work together, the collective force is what's going to bring the change and create a society that we can all be proud of and say that it brings people together.